Democrats want to change the rules so they can get their way, because they are to the point where they want to transform our country. So said some of our leaders. As concerning as each of these actions have been, even more alarming is the progressive efforts to indoctrinate our children by favoring fringe theories over actual learning. For example, the California Department of Education is considering using a curriculum that says, quote, the concept of mathematics being purely objective is unequivocally false. Their goal is to, quote, dismantle racism in mathematics. Apparently, 2 + 2 does not equal 4 anymore because it's not politically correct. And just last year, the U.S. ranked 37th in the world in math. What a disaster. But here's the worst of all. The U.S. Department of Education recently introduced a rule that would direct millions of taxpayer dollars to schools that promise teaching critical race theory and the 1619 Project for American History and Civics. Put aside for a minute that these theories have been routinely debunked by historians and actively seek to divide Americans on strict racial lines. Critical race theory's central belief is that the law and legal institutions of the United States are inherently racist. So racist, they believe that these institutions cannot be redeemed and must be completely replaced. The goal should be to have better laws and better application of those laws, not to tear them down. For pushing this, it's not about uniting our country. It's about fanning the flames of the unfortunate human decency to divide and separate into different rules, instead of uniting us around a set of common morals. Shouldn't we be fighting that impulse to divide into groups against each other? I think we need to do more uniting, and that should start in our schools. Why is it I cannot believe that the U.S. government is spending taxpayer dollars to teach our kids to dislike our country? How low have we sunk? These ideas are designed to drive a wedge between Americans based solely on their skin color. They openly reject the United States' goal of liberty and justice for all. Our schools should be places that encourage the open debate of ideas and teach important morals to our young people so that they know right from wrong. That's why I joined Leader McConnell and 38 of my Republican colleagues to send a letter to Education Secretary Cardona urging him to withdraw these divisive grant programs. Part of our letter reads, quote, families did not ask for this divisive nonsense. Voters did not vote for it. Americans never decide our children should be taught that our country is inherently evil. Secretary Cardona should direct these grant dollars to American history programs that teach the ideals and morals that have made the United States the greatest force for good in human history. I've spent my career in education, 40 years. I've seen firsthand how a quality education can put a kid on the path to success in our great country, regardless of their race, religion, or economic background. When done right, education is the key to freedom. But the education we see in many schools today is just cementing existing inequality rather than giving kids the chance to escape it.